Right. This is proper grown-up Doctor Who. This is.
It's scary.
It. Well, let's first of all. This is my. I think we touched. I've seen we talk loads about this, but with good reason. This is the first, I think, Davison story that, to me, I think there are certain stories that work with certain doctors. Okay, City of Death, great example. I think that just works with the Fourth Doctor, whereas it couldn't have worked with other doctors. And there's loads of unit stuff with Pertwee and Base Under Siege. I've not thought this theory through, so you're just going to have to go with me on this. This feels like the first Davison, very Davison story.
I think they're all not going to be like this.
Well, sadly, they're not. And the reason for that is that, unlike previous Doctors, and I'm looking at them all on the screen right now, what Davison's got in this story is he's a reasonable man thrown in a flipping nuts situation. And he's the point of sanity in this story. Now, that I don't think that's happened before. Has that happened before with Doctor Who? Like, nothing's making sense here. But it is making sense. You sort of feel what's happening here rather than know what's happening here. Would you agree with that, Lou? I mean, I know the background, so I know...
I don't really know what's happening,
But, okay. Well, maybe that's because I've got the context here. But I just love this story. And I love... it reminds me of... This is a really trite analogy, of The Prisoner. Because in The Prisoner, what ostensibly should be a fairly logical situation, at its most logical, is infused with this sort of madness all the way through, this sort of ridiculousness. And it gives it a real flavour and a character. Well, this is obviously a fair few years later than after The Prisoner. But there's so much going on here that I just absolutely love. And I can see how I bet you we will learn. And I can't remember the critical consensus at the time, not the general public at least. But this must have been flying over people's heads left, right and centre. Where are the Daleks? Where's the big scary people? Why is the Master not here yelling and stuff? And instead we get the Doctor being called an idiot, which is
very funny, actually.
Which is absolutely brilliant. We get, I'm sure it's Juliet Bravo. I keep saying this, but I haven't checked yet. I'm sure by this point Nerys Hughes was a fairly well-known sort of popular TV actress, rooting this down. And we've got, like, what would normally be our sort of, the military, just being absolutely off the rocker. I love the performances in the Dome. I absolutely love it.
They are so extra.
Explain what you mean by extra. Over the top?
Yeah.
But that's what I like about it.
The imbecile that's gone all nutty. And,
Hindle.
Yeah, acting like a baby. And then that bloody KFC man.
Oh, Sanders, but he's so sweet.
Total Nazi to Dad's Army.
But so wappy with it and sort of like, oh, well, he just wants us to play with him sort of thing. I love that. I mean, there's part of me that said, I feel as if you could, if you were being super cruel, point a finger at this and say, well, this is just, drama school nonsense sort of thing. I do no sincere apologies to all my drama, compatriots. I studied A-level drama. But, I just, when he's off his rocker, I just love it. And the fact that Adric has to be the normal one in that context, oh my word, this is the best use of Adric ever.
I'm not living it.
Now, I tell you, really?
I like it, but the ends may have to justify the means.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I want to know more about the blind lady as well.
Yeah. My one gripe with this episode is no Tegan, because last episode, Tegan's performance... Janet Fielding. It is Janet Fielding, isn't it? I've said that out loud. Fog. I've said it out loud now. It doesn't sound right, but it is right. Her performance is off the chain. Best performance she's ever done in Doctor Who, probably. And I want that. I mean, Aris is good. It's fine. Is it Aris or Paris? Aris. It's fine. But, I mean, she's just unbelievable. But genuinely, seriously, this is just next level Doctor Who. For me, this is next level Doctor Who. And I...
I think it's different level Doctor Who. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, please do. And I think that's valuable, though, because it needs to set itself apart from Baker still. It needs to find its own voice. And yeah, it certainly is. This couldn't be a Baker. This could not be a Baker story. There's no way Tom Baker could do this story.
No, he wouldn't take well to being called an idiot, would he?
Maybe he would. Remember, Baker acted well against women of a certain age. Like, he took it from them in the scripts. There you go. Anyway, flipping love this. Amazing.